Hello students, so here I am again here with one more problem on isometric projection. This time I am going to take a plane figure that will be a regular hexagon. So if you look at this figure, I have drawn a regular hexagon of suppose 25 mm side, and this is the orthographic projection of that regular hexagon. As already I discussed you that for drawing isometric projection of any plane figure, if it has non-isometric lines, as this figure has number of non-isometric lines and few isometric lines, so we will bound this figure inside a rectangle. Suppose right now if I suppose that this hexagon will be the top view of the given hexagon, then if I want to plot it on the isometric, then I am going to use the two axes, that will be 30 and 30 axis. So initially what I am going to do, I am going to bound this figure inside a rectangle. So for bounding it inside a rectangle, what we will do, we will draw a line parallel from this line and bound this inside a rectangle like this. So now this hexagon will be bounded inside a rectangle, and if I measure the length, I can cross check that the lengths will be same. So this is okay. Now if the name of this hexagon will be A, B, C, D, E and F, and it is bounded inside a rectangle, that will be G, H, I and J. So what I am going to do, initially I will plot the isometric projection of this rectangle, that is G, H, I, J, and as I have supposed that this will be the top view of the hexagon, then for drawing the isometric projection, I will use the two axes that are 30 and 30. So with the help of this set square, I will draw two lines at 30 degree to the horizontal. So by marking a point, I will draw two or 30 lines, and on these lines I am going to shift this length. So initially this GI length, that is one of the length of this rectangle, and the second length on this side, then the same length in the opposite side, you can move parallel or you can use the arcs. So I can easily join this. So this is the isometric projection of this rectangle. Now simply I have shift all these points A, B, C, D, E and F on this figure, and in this figure, if you want to mark these points, then simply as you see that the distance of B from J, that is the same distance I from C and G from F and H from E. So all these four distances are same. So directly I can mark all these 4 points, 1, 2, 3 and 4. There is no need to name the points. If you want to name them, you can name them, otherwise you can directly plot. Same way this A point will be the midpoint of this line, and same way this D will be the midpoint of this line. So we can easily mark these 2 points also. So now look at the figure, I have got all the 6 points. If I join all those 6 points by straight lines, I can easily get the isometric projection of this hexagon. This is a very simple method. As I already told you whenever you have any figure which has non-isometric line, bound it inside a rectangle. Then initially plot that rectangle in the isometric projection. Maybe that will be front view or maybe the top view. If that is top view, then use two 30-30 axes. If that is front view, then use 190 and 130 axis. Now look at this figure. If you look at this figure, in this figure these two lines are isometric lines. So these two are retaining their length. But these four lines are non-isometric lines. In this figure, these two are shortened and two are enlarged. So this is a very interesting figure of hexagon in which we have 6 sides. Now in isometric projection, the two lengths are retaining its true length, two are reducing and two are enlarging. So that is the property of non-isometric line, as I already told you that sometimes non-isometric lines can also retain their true length, sometimes they are going to reduce, sometimes going to enlarge. So this is the simplest way to draw the isometric projection of a regular hexagon when it will be placed like a top view, and this length will be 25 I have taken. This is 25 mm. Now already we learned to draw 2D figures in isometric, but if I want to convert that in 3D, that is one of the easiest way. Suppose right now this is not just a hexagon, this is the top view of a hexagonal prism. So if that is the top view of the hexagonal prism, then I have already plotted its isometric projection. Now if I give it the third dimension, that is the length of the hexagonal prism. Suppose I will take the problem that we want to draw isometric projection of a hexagonal prism of base side 25 mm and axis 50 mm long, and the placing will be its axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So when the axis will be perpendicular to horizontal plane, this will be the top view of the hexagon. So I have already plotted the isometric of that hexagonal top view. Now if I give it the depth means from all these points I can go downside perpendicular like this. And give it the depth, required depth. If that depth will be 50 mm, so I will go down from all those points 50 mm downside. And join all these points. So now look at the figure. This is the isometric projection of a hexagonal prism. So this is the very simplest way. Just draw the top view and give the third dimension. You can easily get the isometric projection of a hexagonal prism. I hope you understand the concept. Draw it in your notebook. Thank you very much.